Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets, Shaka, hairstyle and Frank Leboeuf, who have both failed miserably so far in our ESPN FC quizzes. And that's the topic of the first question. Why are you both so terrible at them? Shaka, I don't even remember your quiz. Who was it against?
Against Ali.
Oh, yes.
I've only been involved in one quiz and I had a slow start. I was making a valiant comeback and then you just shut it down for some reason right when I was about to pounce and make my move.
But Shaka, you did answer at least one question right, yes?
I think I got 3 right in the end.
That's 3 more than Frank Leboeuf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I kept the clean sheet. That was pretty amazing.
Right then, Frank.
You know, I'm an actor of the game. I'm not a journalist, so I don't know anything. And you asked me about silly question. Who was the name of the referee of the World Cup final again? Nobody knows. Who's the top scorer?
Right.
Who cares? Whatever.
That's true. Who won it? Okay, let's stick with the World Cup for the next question, Frank. Name your combined 11 from the winning 98 team and the 2018 team.
Combined. There is no combination.
Yeah,
there is one guy that I take from the 98, from the 2018 is Mbappe, that I include as a striker of the 98. So you take Barthez, Thuram, Blanc, Desailly, Lizarazu, Deschamps, Vieira and Petit, Zidane and Joker, and at front Mbappe. That's my team.
It's not bad, is it, Shaq?
Yeah, that's a good team. Can't argue with that.
I know.
I'm not sure who else gets in.
Best part of it, Leboeuf's on the bench.
Of course, as always. Yeah, but you get the trophy and the medal, no problem, without being tired. So it's fantastic.
Exactly. And the speaking gigs, you still get those afterwards.
Yes, of course. That's my duty, and I'm good with that. I can even cut the oranges at halftime, no problem.
Frank, has your opinion of journalists changed since you retired? It's a good question.
A lot, really. They were my enemies, I have to say, and to admit. And I realized working with them that they really love football, and we share some good times with together. And I'm completely dramatically changed my opinion about journalists. I like to tease them, and it's a game for me, and it's a way of life also. But really, I really appreciate now the people that I work with, except you, of course.
Right, yeah, but I'm a presenter. I'm not a journalist. I don't do any work.
He's not a journalist.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
asked you questions.
Sorry. I didn't know the right definition.
Shaka?
No, it hasn't. I listen. I respected good journalists when I was playing, but also when you're playing, you get to understand that a lot of them are just there to sensationalize and for the headlines, well, whatever, and as ridiculous as they can make them. I still think those journalists are out there. I still have absolutely no respect for them now. And the good journalists that I respect in my current role, I think I respected when I played as well. The ones who were trying to tell the story of the game, trying to tell your story. The good ones, that hasn't changed. They just don't get the kind of exposure that or notoriety that the bad ones do.
Shaka Hislop hates journalists more than Lionel Messi. Wow.
That's not.
Shaq. There you go.
I'm starting to agree with Frank on you, by the way.
I love it.
How likely are we to see Trinidad and Tobago at the 2022 World Cup, Shaq?
Not likely at all. Right now, our football administration is in a total mess. FIFA has installed a normalization committee 4 months into the tenure of the last administration, won an election back in November, and now there's a virtual standoff. At the same time, there's any number of legal cases pending. We've been sued. We lost another lawsuit in the last 24 hours against Univision. It is not. Our football is not in a good place, and it's been made worse, in my opinion, by the installation of this normalization committee. And as we sit right now, I don't know where the end is, or how we get out of this, or how our football gets any better.
If you had a phone call to say, come on, Shaq, come and sort this all out, you'll be the president of the FA, would you take it?
Absolutely not.
Shaka hates Trinidad.
Wow.
Frank,
My God.
Varane, Laporte, Hernandez, Upamecano, Umtiti, etc., etc. How is France producing so many outstanding centre-backs? Does every kid in France aspire to be the next Frank Leboeuf?
Well, you know, that's my life. I've always been an example to the others, so I try to spread my experience and give the best to make sure that we have a good heritage and we can follow the power of Frank Leboeuf. No, seriously, seriously, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. I think we always had through generations very good central defender, like we always had good goalkeepers, and I'm sure Shaka can witness that. But yeah, Laurent Blanc, Marcel Desailly, Alain Roche, but before us, Marius Trésor, Léonard Specht, and so many others. I don't know, there is something that we work on. We try to be first good defensively before making sure that we can show the talent offensively. But the Italian taught us that you have to be strong, and if you don't concede goal, you always have a chance to score and win.
Simple question, Shaka. What do you prefer and why? Barca's tiki-taki passing to death, Klopp Red Bull pressing to death, or Mourinho park the bus to bore you to death?
Well, you know which one comes last in that three. Which one I prefer as a fan to watch Liverpool and the way they play. Their high press, the high tempo that they play, it's exciting. But then maybe at the same time, this Barcelona team, as it's currently built, and the great Barcelona teams of well, let's call it a decade ago, I'm not sure that they can play the same style. The ones who played tiki-taka did so because it suited them. Similarly, I'm not sure that Liverpool will have success playing tiki-taka in the same way now.
Which do you prefer watching, Frank?
For sure, Liverpool. I like more direct football, even if we have to thank Barcelona and especially Guardiola, what he brought to football, no doubt about that. But I think it's we have to change, and we have to give also entertainment, and the entertainment comes from the power, the pace that you give into the game. And Liverpool does exactly what I want to see. So that's my own view of what I like about football.
I prefer tiki-taka, but no one else. Anyway. Better defender in their prime. John Terry or Nemanja Vidic? We know that Frank will say John Terry because he's very predictable when it comes to Chelsea. So, Shaka?
I will also go with John Terry. I think John Terry is one of the greatest defenders, well, second greatest, if we include current company, that the Premier League has ever seen. I don't think they come any better.
To both of you, how do you rate Stevie's new haircut? Frank?
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, I had
after his
the
comments
chance.
about my after his comments about my haircut in the top 10 last week, I cannot tell you how much lower he's sunk since that haircut. I'm gonna have to find out how to do a top 25 just to fit that haircut in.
Dear. Frank, have you seen it?
I've seen it like 2 days ago, and it surprised everybody. I shouldn't be talking about that because I have no hair. So how do you want to give your advice or opinion about best or worst haircut? But we far We're not too far from having seen the worst of Steve Nicol's haircut in his life.
Yeah. Shaka, now if you did a wind-up power rankings, who comes in after Stevie as the most easily wound up? This was after the Sergio Ramos conversation, of course, over the last couple of days. Who else amongst the team is easy to wind up?
Oh, Sebi. I think Sebi's even easier to wind up than Stevie. Easily, Stevie. Easily Seb. Then Steve. Ali's been better of late, but Ali can fall off the edge when he's ready. That's my.
He can flip.
Is it a top 3 or bottom 3 of easily wound up?
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.